Hello, I'm Professor Vivian Lui. So welcome to the info seminar. So for our Department of Building Services, Building Environment and Energy Engineering. So on our postgraduate programs. Firstly, let's have a quick look at PolyU. So how many alumni we have, how many students we have, and how many faculties. At the moment, we have 9 faculties or schools, and we offered around 160 programs. And we have around 500,000 alumni. And at the moment, we have part-time, full-time students of 28,300 students. So we know we started to have PolyU so in 1937. And so we see, in fact, our department was established in 1981. And PolyU, so named of the from institution to university in 1994. And now we have a very fast development of our university. So at the moment, in fact, for our department, so for architecture and built environment for this subject, so our QS ranking, subject ranking is 14. So this is the mission and our achievements of our department. So we have a long history. So our department was established in 1981. And so this is our mission and our achievements. In fact, we have around 40 academic staff. We secured multidisciplinary, impactful researches. So for example, so we can see we successfully secured 2 multidisciplinary grants from the theme-based research scheme and research impact fund and other funding schemes. So these are the academic staff in our department. So we have the vice president or RIO, Christopher Chow. So we have the director or pair, Qing Yan Chen. So he is also the chief editor of the journal Building and Environment. And we also have Professor Niu here. He is also chair professor of our department. He is the editor-in-chief of the Journal of Energy and Buildings. And sure, Professor Wang, he is the director of RISE, Research Institute of Smart Energy. And also we have Jerry Yang, also chair professor. He's the editor-in-chief of the Journal of Applied Energy at the moment. He's the editor-in-chief of the Journal Advances in Applied Energy and also the Journal of Nexus, okay, which is supported by PolyU. And we have our department head, Asif Usmani, okay, so his expertise in fine engineering. And we have 3 associate heads, so Joseph and Horace Moy and LT Wang. And we also have the program leaders. So today here, Professor Du, his expertise, expert in electrical engineering. So he's sitting there. He will answer our questions if you have. So, and this is me here. So we have professors in different disciplines, and we have young researchers in our department. So look at our achievements. So this is Jerry Yan, Professor Jerry Yan. So I mentioned he was the editor-in-chief for over 10 years of the famous Journal of Applied Energy. And at the moment, he is the editor-in-chief of the Journal of Advances in Applied Energy and the International Journal of Nexus. So he received the award recognition as a highly cited researcher. So I think this year, okay, he was awarded. And also we have excellent facilities, teaching facilities, including laboratory to support our teaching activities and the researches of our department. And so we have several laboratories. So we have lab 2. So today, if you have interest, you can come and visit our laboratory facilities. So we have acoustic lab and built environment simulation lab. We have fire engineering lab and heating, ventilation, air conditioning lab and intelligent building lab and color illuminance lab, etc. So we have, I think, over 10 teaching and research laboratory. I think around over 20, maybe for teaching and research purposes to support our teaching and the researches of our department for the academic faculty of our department. So generally, in line with the government certification schemes, we designed our programs and our teaching subjects, etc. So to conclude, in fact, for our department, we have the following basic topics, including for heating, ventilation, air conditioning, refrigeration, and energy efficiency, fire safety engineering, plumbing, drainage, electrical power and lighting system, acoustics and vibration, building environment, indoor air quality, operation, facility management, and occupant health and well-being. So in fact, for our research, we mainly have three research themes. So including for the category of building energy, building environment, and building safety and resilience. So this is our outstanding researches. So this is Professor Du here, sitting there. So he is also the program leader of one of our program. So let's have a look at his research. Okay, so Professor Du, okay, so he just secured the project. So under China Southern Power Grid and PolyU, he established the Research Center Joint Institute for the Green and Secure Power Grid. So for his research, he's developing cutting-edge technologies for building a green and secure power grid. So this is the research by Professor Du. And also for the other program, now not program leader, he was the program leader for M-Engine, so in the previously. Okay, so let's look at the other research programs, research projects. Oh, okay. He's developing the smart charging for zero emission electric vehicles. Okay, so we can see he got funding support from the transport department to conduct his impactful research. And the other outstanding young researcher is Professor Tommy Wei. Okay, he's a full professor already. Okay, so for his research to develop to understand the color matching mechanism for developing high quality lighting and imaging systems. Okay, so for his research, he enriched the colors on over 100 million high-end smart devices worldwide. So look at his grants. Okay, so he secured RGC Research Impact Fund and also the NSFC, the National Level Excellent Young Scientist Fund. So he's helping develop solutions for technologies and the system for Facebook, Oppo, Google, and Xiaomi, Huawei, and Dajiang, etc. And for our professor academic staff, Professor Yang, also this year he won the gold medal for the 49th International Exhibition of Inventions of Geneva. Okay, so he developed. I'm also have my contribution as well. So fire-proof solar PV vacuum glazing wall panel as a building insulation layer. And sure, so our chair professor, Professor Liu, also reveals how so the vertical we see the transportation, the ventilation, the transport routes for infectious disease spreading in high-rise buildings. So Professor Liu reveals that this how it will happen and how this has happened and how to be prevented. And also we have the Surefire project. So we can see the target is to help Hong Kong become a smart, sustainable, and resilient city, reducing the fire risk to life and property. And sure, this project aims to reduce fire cost by 10%. She is, in fact, around 3 billion Hong Kong dollars per year. That's for the fire cost saving. So in this smart fire fighting project, so we can see they are using the tool, our building digital twins, for the data processing and the fire modeling and the data-driven fire forecast and communication and scientific fire command training. So generally, we can see. So we just selected several cases, okay, impact cases of our researches. So which covers for power grid to fire smart firefighting, fire engineering, and for green building materials and even for the smart mobility transportation. So all these professors will teach for our undergrad we are teaching our subjects for our postgraduate programs. So if you join us, definitely you meet all these professors, Professor Liu, Professor Yang, Professor Wang, and Professor Jerry Yan. So then, after knowing our department, and our strengths and our researches, then you want to know more about our academic program. Yeah, in fact, our department offer 6 postgraduate program. So besides this 6 taught postgraduate programs, sure, our department offer undergraduate program. So for postgraduate program, so it's include. Okay, today we will know more about those programs. So including Master of Engineering in Building Services Engineering and Master of Science in BSE, in FM, in FSE, in HPE, and in CNCUS. Sure, we also have offer other. So this is not taught postgraduate program. They are, I think it's called research, okay? Research programs. So there's also master program. It's called Master of Philosophy, okay? PhD is Doctor of Philosophy. So now let's together know more about these 6 taught postgraduate program. So the first one is the M engine. You will see it's different, okay? So they are these 5 programs are for Master of Science, and this program is Master of Engineering, M engine, okay, in BSE. So now let's look at so for the Master of Engineering, Building Services Engineering. So for this program, the program leader is Dr. Xinyan Huang. Xinyan Huang. Okay. He's working in smart firefighting in fire engineering. Okay, so for the offered mode of attendance, including mixed mode and full-time or part-time. And for full-time, it's the normal. This is the normal study duration is 1 year for full-time. If you are choosing part-time mode, say the normal study duration is 4 years. As I remember, in fact, if you cannot complete within the normal study period, the maximum shall be double. Okay, double. So for part-time students, I remember is the maximum study duration is 4 years. For full-time, then it's 2 years. Okay, this is the normal study duration. And the credit required for graduation is 31. So the tuition fee for next year's intake, okay, it's increased. Okay, so it's 8,000 per credit. So we have, in fact, you need to only pay for 30 credits. There's one actual credit, so it's not counted for the tuition fee. And so this is the program aims and characteristics. I think I will not go into the details. However, we have the brochure. You can get all the information. From the brochure of or provided by our department. So we can see for this program, so the entrance requirements. So we expect the graduates, okay, in building energy, building services engineering, building environmental and equipment engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, thermal energy engineering, safety engineering, etc. Okay, if you are not a native speaker of English, okay, or your bachelor's degree or equivalent qualification is awarded by institutions where the medium of instruction is not English, you need to fulfill the university's minimum English language requirement for admission purpose. And for the program structure, as we mentioned, you have to complete 31 credits. So for the M-Engine EBSE, it includes 3 compulsory subjects and 5 elective subjects and 1 actual credit. For academic integrity and ethics subject. So this I remember is you don't need to pay, okay, for this actual credit. So for the compulsory subject, so we have 3, so which includes we can see as engineering intelligent buildings and economics for facility management. And very important is here, you have to work on dissertation. Okay, this is a compulsory subject. So for M-Engine, so it's a compulsory for you. You have to complete, okay, the dissertation and submit a thesis. Okay. And for dissertation, it's 1 year individual research project. Finally, you have to pass the oral examination and you need to submit a thesis. Okay, a thesis. So you will be supervised by 1 academic staff on your dissertation. So these are the other recommended elective subjects for this program. And so you have many choices, okay? So I'm teaching the energy efficiency buildings. And it's very important. Our program is accredited by Chartered Institution of Building Services Engineers, it's CIPS. So for Master of Science, we have 5 taught postgraduate programs. So including the first one for Master of Science in Building Services Engineering. So our program leader is Professor Mingli Chen. Okay, this is similar to the previous. So it's the mode of attendance is mixed mode and full-time and part-time. However, here for the normal study duration is for part-time is 2.5 years. Okay, 2.5 years. So this is a normal study period. So you know the maximum is doubled. Okay, and the credit required for graduation is the same. Okay, 31 credits, and the tuition fee is 8,000 per credit. So for this program, we have different program aims and program structure. So for the aims of this program is to position PolyU as the primary provider of high-level building services, engineering education, training, research, and consultancy services in both private and public sectors in Hong Kong and the Pearl River Delta region. And so let's have a see this is the characteristics of this program and the design, and similar to M-Engine, we have our entrance requirements. So for the background, so we expect so a bachelor degree with honors in building services engineering, mechanical or electrical engineering, or the equivalent. And or there's a professional qualification. For example, full membership of the Hong Kong IE or the SIPS. Okay, so if there is evidence of an employer's support or sponsorship, so is advantages. And sure, if you are not a native speaker of English, so you need to fulfill the university's minimum English language requirement for admission purpose. So later I will let you know the university's minimum English language requirements for admission. For the program structure, so it's different from the previous one. So we have for the MSc, if you are choosing MSc with dissertation, okay, with dissertation. So a BSc dissertation will carry 9 credits, okay? So you need to complete 7 subjects, including 4 compulsory subjects and at least 2 core elective subjects. If you are not you're not choosing dissertation, so in fact you need to complete 10 credit subjects, including 4 compulsory subjects and at least 3 core elective subjects. Sure. So you also need to fulfill complete so the AIE subject. So there's actual 1 credit. So this is for the compulsory subject for this program, the compulsory including electrical installation in buildings, air conditioning control and operation, fire engineering systems, and research methods. Okay, sure. We also have the core elective and also recommended electives for this program. So this program also with accreditation from by Chartered Institution of Building Services Engineers. So the third master program we offered is Master of Science in Facility Management. And okay, the program very pretty lady. So this morning maybe you met her, okay? And is Cynthia Ho, okay? And similar to the previous MSc in BSE, So the mode of attendance we offer, including mixed mode, full-time and part-time. For the normal study period is the same. For full-time is 1 year. For part-time is 2.5 years. So therefore, the credit required for graduation is 31. And the tuition fee is lower. Okay, it's lower. It's 6,750 Hong Kong dollars per credit. So look at this is the program objectives. Okay, so the we can see, in fact, facility management has developed rapidly over the past few decades. And you know, for the embodied energy of our buildings, for building, for the construction is around 20% consumption of energy. So for the operational energy. So during the lifespan of our building, during the operation of our building, our buildings consume around 80% of energy. Okay, so and for the construction only less than 20%. That's therefore we know the importance of facility management. So that's the facility management, in fact, has developed rapidly over the past few decades. So I believe, in fact, this if you are equipped with the good knowledge of facility management, can help us significantly reduce the operational energy, okay, consumption. So during the building's life cycle. So this program is structured with a view to achieving a balance between theory and practice. And for the entrance requirements, we expect so you have a bachelor degree, or you will obtain a bachelor degree with honors in architecture, interior design, construction, building surveying, estate management, property facility management, building services engineering business, or the equivalent. Okay, or a professional qualification. So with the full membership of the Hong Kong IE, Hong Kong IS, Hong Kong IA, CIPS, CROB, RCS, CRH, or HKIFE. Similar, if you are not a native speaker of English, so you have to fulfill the university's minimum English language requirement for admission purpose. So for this program, we see if you are choosing a dissertation, so facility management dissertation, you at the same time you have to complete 7 teaching subjects, including 4 compulsory subjects and at least 2 core elective subjects. Sure, if you are similar, if you are not choosing the dissertation, the facility management dissertation, you need to complete 10 subjects. So each subject carry 3 credits. So including 4 compulsory, 3 core elective, and sure, there's 1 more credit for the AIE subject. So for the compulsory subjects, you have to take is including facility management, professional practice, maintenance management of built assets, research project, the legal aspects of facility management. So sure, we also provide you a rich pool for core elective and recommended elective subjects. So this program has its accreditation by Hong Kong IFE, CIPS, and RICS. We also have the 5th, the Master of Science in Fire, and the 4th one, Master of Science in Fire and Safety Engineering. So our program leader is Li Mingjiang. He's over there. And if you have any question, you can have a direct inquiry with him, a discussion with him. And so this is similar, the mode of attendance, normal study period, and the credit required for graduation is same. And the tuition fee is similar to the program MSc in Facility Management. And this is the program objectives. Okay, so it's merely to enhance the professional knowledge and the skills of students in fire and safety engineering. So this is specific characteristics, okay? And similar for entrance requirements, so we expect you have a bachelor degree in fire engineering, safety engineering, building services engineering, building sciences and engineering, construction, architecture, building surveying, building technology, applied science, engineering, physics, or chemistry, or the equivalent. Okay, and similar, if you are choosing BSc dissertation, you have to complete 7 teaching subjects, including 3 compulsory and at least 3 core elective subjects. Without dissertation, you need to complete 10 subjects. Okay, and here and for the core elective subjects, so you have to take at least one of the 2 subjects, BSc 558 and BSc 559. So for the compulsory teaching subjects, including fire engineering systems, fire dynamics, research methods, and we also have a very rich pool for you for the elective, core elective, and recommended elective teaching subjects. So the dissertation is optional for you. So this program also has its accreditation by CIBSE. So our 5th master program offered by our department is Master of Science in High Performance Buildings. So the program leader is Professor Du, okay, so also over there. And similar with the same mode of attendance, normal study period, graduation credit requirements and tuition fee. So this is the program aims is to engage in education and research for the advancement of high performance buildings. And for the entrance requirements, we expect you have with a bachelor degree relevant to architecture, construction, and real estate industry, and all the equivalent. So it's similar, okay. So if you're with the optional of BSc dissertation then you need to complete 7 teaching subjects, including 4 compulsory, 3 core electives, and without, so you need to complete 10 subjects. For the compulsory teaching subject, so they include building system performance, building carbon footprint assessment, indoor environmental quality assessment, and research project. So this program has its accreditation by CIBSE and RICS. So our last program, the 5th program offered by our department is a Master of Science in Carbon Neutral Cities and Urban Sustainability. I'm the program leader of this program. So similar with the same mode of attendance, normal study period, and graduation credit requirements. So the tuition fee is the highest, okay? So the tuition fee is per credit is 9,650 Hong Kong dollars per credit. And so this program is objectives aims a little bit different from the other programs. So it aims to cut across traditional boundaries among East architecture, construction management, investment, surveying, engineering, and environmental sciences to take a broad view of the subject. So It provides up-to-date knowledge in sustainable urban development based on research findings. So we expect you have a bachelor's degree, so in construction, real estate, urban planning, architecture, environmental science, or equivalent qualifications. So similar, also you have two, for the program structure, you have the optional BSc dissertation. Okay, similar, but for the core, four core teaching subjects, which include, including frontiers in carbon neutral cities. So I'm the subject examiner of frontiers in carbon neutral cities, and in this so you will meet all those big persons, okay, for these teaching subjects. So like Jerry Yan, Professor Wang, Christopher Zhao, etc. And also sustainability and the built environment, development, finance, and investment, and the CSE subject, sustainable development and environmental planning. So for this subject, is the subject compulsory offered by different teaching departments. So we can see our offer compulsory subject from our department, from BRE, and from civil CSE department. And you have there's a really rich pool of elective subjects you choose for this program. So this program has its accreditation by RICS. So now maybe you want to know more about next year's intake. Okay, so we in fact this application period started in last month already. So the application period is from September to end of April. So we only accept online application. It's very easy. So through our e-admission system, our PolyU, so you just submit your documents, create your own account. So please remember, so you need to pay the application fee, okay, 450 Hong Kong dollars. Then after submission, what's next? Okay, so after your submission, I think after within around 2 or 3 months, okay, you will receive, some of you will receive offer, the offer or conditional offer. So for the English language requirements, okay, this is for the TOEFL, okay, it's a score of 80 or above. For the international English language testing system, it's 6 or above. And we consider the applications on a rolling basis until places are filled. So please apply as early as possible if you have interest in our taught program. So please remember, if you are given an offer or a conditioned offer, you will be informed via email, okay? So you can also log into your e-admission account from time to time to check the progress of your application. So if you very luckily you receive the offer, okay. So how to accept the offer? What you shall do? So you need to indicate your acceptance in e-admission account and settle the registration fee, okay, before the last day for payment. Okay, then later you register on the program. Then next August, we will meet each other again. Okay, so I think this is the our program and application. So if you have any inquiries, so you can write to us, you can call us, okay? And also today, if you have any questions, on the application, on the any related questions. Okay, you are welcome to share your comments, your views, or your questions. Okay, I see some old faces. Okay. So we have a Professor Du, Professor Jia. So we are all program leaders. So let us know if you have any questions or inquiries.
So it's come to a Q&A session. Feel free to ask if you do have any questions, especially maybe some how to do the selection, how to make the application. Feel free to ask. So 而家係去Q&A 嘅時間，如果你有任何問題咧，都歡迎你去發問嘅。咁我哋同學都會遞支咪俾你哋。趁有 program leader 喺度咧，可以問一問。
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Tom. Actually, I have a question about Master in Facility Management, and I want to ask Cynthia. And actually, about the consideration of the candidates, the education background or working experience, this affect the selection of the candidates?
Well, I think this question is about like my selection process of candidates, right? I would take into consider. So for example, like facilities management program, because I would say 90% of the students are part-time students with a full-time job. So I think work experience is pretty important. But I will take into consideration in a balanced way, including both like the academic background, your degree level, and also work experience, and also the discipline of your work, your working, I mean your job. So all these three aspects will be taken into integrated consideration. So there's no one place most important, not one as a most important factor. Yeah. So maybe you can ask like more specific question, like do you want to share your background information so I can give you more detailed advice?
Yes, actually, I studied for the housing management degree and I worked in facility management field for about 5 years. And now I'm assisting is the senior role, but not the manager role. So I think, is that a suitable candidate for the program?
Definitely. Sounds very good. Yeah. 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 Is there any other question? Do you have any other question from like your friends? I know that some of you might have some friends with some question. You can actually ask for them if.
So feel free to ask no matter in English, 广东话, Mandarin. 因为我们的老师什么都行。可以用咪。
咁假如啦，本身個 background 可能係讀 housing 啦，就冇一個 engineering 嘅 background 嘅話咧，咁可唔可以 apply 一個譬如 BSc 啊，或者其他一啲 building service 相關嘅 engineering 嘅 course 嘅咧？純粹好奇一問啫，呢個係我。
apply 冇問題嘅，因為 apply 因為如果 for 我哋自己 master program 咧，你最基本要 fulfill 嘅就係你要有個 bachelor degree 啦。咁當然啦，如果你話你係一個 non-English speaker 嘅，或者你嗰個大學即係你 bachelor degree 嗰陣時嗰個唔係英文授課嘅，咁你就 fulfill 埋佢俾 IELTS 或者 TOEFL 嗰個 result 啦。咁你話你bachelor 讀嗰個唔係 engineering 底嘅，但係你係可以照 apply 嘅，因為我哋每個 program 嘅 program leader 咧都會 consider 啱啱好似阿 Cynthia 講過啦，你個學歷啦，你嗰個工作經驗啦，或者你有其他 professional 嘅相關嘅 qualification， 咁佢哋都會 take into consideration 嘅。咁所以我哋假設我有興趣呢個 program， 但係我未必係直接關係到呢個 program 嘅，但係你可以照 apply 咗先嘅，老師都會照睇晒你所有嘅資料噶啦。係
咁我加少少啦，因為呢個係Master of Science Program in BSE，OK？ 咁我見到其實佢除咗 engineering background， 其實係 equivalent， 其實都有operation 啊 maintenance、property management， 所以我覺得係 OK 嘅。咁最緊要嘅係你挑戰嘅係 compulsory subject， 你覺得因為 compulsory，因為 elective 有好多揀嘅，你可以揀偏嗰個 investment 啊，唔同嘅 management 啊，但係 compulsory 咁你都要留意下啦，係唔係可以慳得到？不過我自己 in person 就覺得 master 本身係一個提升，咁挑戰下自己都係好嘅。通常我哋 master program，我就覺得我哋嘅 program 唔係特別嘅 fundamental 所以我估你可以 OK 嘅所以最緊要你有睇下個 compulsory subject teaching subject 你 O 唔 OK？
或者我加少少嘢啦，我都收到好多疑問，就係可能之前申請過，跟住就fail 啦，即係未攞到 offer，咁有好多原因嘅，咁未必其實唔一定係你唔 qualify，因為我哋個recruit 嘅過程有幾個 batch 嘅，咁所以我哋可能係因為較早嘅同學，即係有啲同學較早申請，咁我哋可能 full 咗個 quota。係啦，咁可能就今年未必俾到 offer，就未必代表係啲學生啲 candidate 自己唔 qualify 嘅，因為我都收到好多疑問關於呢方面，所以我就想或者大家都可以 spread 個 information，就係有個申請時間都係一個因素嚟。
或者我都分享少少啦，因為好多其他國家或者大陸 background，佢哋好早就申請啦，9月份就申請啦。咁我哋 local 通常都4月份啦，3月份就申請，咁有可能已經滿啦，就冇乜嘢 quota 啦，所以後面變成做 competitive。如果真係有興趣，可能最到12月份前啦申請，我覺得 secure 多好多。因為大陸 background 或者其他地方，大家9月份、10月份已經好多申請噶啦，所以可能我就 suggest，如果真係有興趣，就早少少申請。
係我想幫朋友問下嘅就係關於呢個MSc in BSc 嘅呢個 program 啦。其實係我想問下每年報名嘅人有幾多，或者同埋係取錄嘅人即係有幾多咁樣嘅咧
？MSc BSc 嘅話，其實就每年差唔多有400個左緊嘅。咁今年就收咗115個，係咪？係啦，115個學生。咁每年都差唔多啦。咁有陣時會有500個，有陣時有400幾個，有陣時就其實差唔多挨近有400。咁呢幾年都收緊115個人。
即係你 say local 有幾多個額，non-local 幾多個額咁樣嘅？
就唔係分 local 唔 local 嘅，我哋係分 part time 同 full time。係啦，咁就每個 program 都有少少唔同。咁例如假設性 MSc BSc 嘅話咧，咁我哋嘅 part time 同學會收得多過 full time 同學嘅，因為都知道大家其實可能係一路做緊嘢咁樣去讀書咁樣咯。咁啊 full time 嗰邊嘅 quota 就真係好少嘅。咁因為我哋有同期有MN 展都係 BSc，咁嗰邊嘅 full time 同學就會收多啲。
今年會收幾多個 quota？我屋企有9成。
今年係啦 ，fire and safety 係咪？係啦，40個，40個。有冇其他問題？
好，我想報呢個33082嘅課程啦。咁我想問關於一啲嘅申請資格，關於嘅 fellowship 呢邊方面嘅嘢，同埋一啲嘅名額嘅。
你講緊33082 Master of Engineering 嘅 fellowship， 佢呢個冇 fellowship 申請㗎。嗰個係 Master of Science 係咪你講緊？係嘛 ？Master of Science of Building Resources。因為咧個政府之前講，你應該講緊 UGC 個 fellowship 啦。咁佢係之前計就連續5年嘅。咁因為其實啱啱好2024年度咧，佢係佢計劃嘅最後一年。咁我哋 so far 呢個 moment 未收到 UGC 嗰邊再 update 2025年個 intake 仲有冇 fellowship 呢個申請。咁如果有嘅話咧，咁之後 PolyU application 個網站都會 update 翻嘅。咁所以你而家去PolyU 申請2025年 intake 個 admission page 咧，你應該見到嘅資料係2024年度嘅 fellowship 嚟㗎。咁可能你再等下政府嗰邊有冇 update 先，UGC 嗰邊有冇 update 先咯。係啊，唔該。
係啦，咁如果大家冇特別問題，其實都可以自由離開。